What's up, everybody? Rant and Rich here, back with another one. Alright, so let me explain that title. I know you guys saw that. It is true, I am not going to be giving any more UFC picks out on YouTube, and I apologize ahead of time for anybody that comes to my channel exclusively for my picks. Really sorry about that. I'm going to get into my reasons in just a second, but it's been a long time coming. I've been kind of hinting around, if you guys follow me and know that it hasn't been on my priority list. It's kind of been on my radar, but not really. When I have good picks, I'll put them out there, but I'm not really doing you guys any justice by just going on when I feel like it. And that's not fair to you guys or anybody else that just wants some type of insight on these picks. When people are trying to make money, and I get it. So yeah, I just decided to up and stop doing it altogether. Now, that's not permanent. I may come back one of these days, but I don't see that being something that I'm gonna do in the near future. Yeah, I just don't. There's quite a few reasons for this, and I'm gonna give you guys a few. One of the top reasons is that YouTube's algorithm is so screwy. You know, I put a lot of time and energy into these videos. I do a lot of research. It's not so easy going back. Some of the fighters I recognize, I haven't seen them in a while. Maybe they had layoffs. I have to go back and see if they won, how they won. I have to see on how they match up against their new opponent. I have to study that opponent. So I used to do every single fighter on every single event, and I used to make a game out of it. I actually had a couple of my friends come on, and we used to have a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of work still, but I think the end result was a great show. But then after some time, I started doing it by myself, and I kind of changed things up a little bit. I went more into like a realistic betting situation, how you can make some money the best way I thought that you can make some money. So then I wasn't doing all of the fighters on all the events, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people out there do their picks like that, which is fine if that works for you. But for me, I just want to know what the money makers are, the short things, for the people that are really betting and really putting their hard-earned money on the line, how you can make some money on that. So long story short, just the fact that I have to put so much work in, I know that my video doesn't get seen. I've talked to people personally about, have you seen my latest video, and they're subscribed, and they have clicked on the bell and they clicked on the all icon and still don't see my videos in their notifications, which is completely crazy. I think if you're subscribed to somebody, your videos on your homepage should just pop right up, and especially if you click that bell and then you click all, where you're trying to get all of the videos. For the most part, I know the system's never going to be perfect, but those notifications, every video should pretty much be in there. So I understand YouTube's huge now, and everybody runs to YouTube when they want to upload or watch something, of course. So I understand things have to change, and I'm okay with that, but I just feel that if the algorithm isn't honest, then I'd rather not be on YouTube making picks. Another reason is UFC and just all MMA picking is so oversaturated right now. I mean, you have people from professional UFC fighters making picks, and I'll get into that in a second because they do it for different reasons. And then you have the little guys like me that are just fans that like to bet and like to put their picks out there and analyze fights, which is great. And then you have the middle people, the journalists and the websites and stuff. They a lot of times will give out their picks. So you have this huge number of people these days giving out their picks. Some are credible, some are not. I know I was just speaking about UFC fighters. Some of those guys and girls don't actually bet, and I know it sounds good and it looks good to have a UFC fighter making your picks for you, but you gotta understand, betting is like a game, and if you're not betting and you're not experienced bettors looking at lines and everything else, it looks and sounds good, yes, but maybe they should stick to fighting and or coaching, leave betting to the bettors. I mean, it just makes sense to me. A lot of these betting websites will reach out to the fighters and pay them just to make a pick, just to make a bet. Who knows if that's actually their pick or not. And now look, I'm not trying to get on these fighters for taking these opportunities. I mean, a payday's a payday, but for me, I'd rather go to a professional handicap website, or just somebody that's in the know, that's been betting a while, that knows the game in and out. UFC fans, I'm telling you, there's a lot of them out there that know their stuff, but on the other end, there's a lot of them that act and think like they know their stuff, and they really don't, and you end up listening to them and losing. I do respect anybody that gets on YouTube and puts a show together and is the real deal. I mean, really does their homework, really digs in deep, really makes educated guesses, because at the end of the day, we're just all really guessing. Puts their stuff out there, whether it's paid or not paid. I do know that even if you're getting paid, being paid myself by YouTube very, very briefly, but you're not getting much anyway. And for events like this, you'd really, you'd have to put out your video like a month in advance to see any type of real revenue coming in from these picks. So yeah, that's my other reason. Just oversaturated. There's really, is there really a reason for me to be out there unless I'm always lucky, which I'm not. Of course, I've given out losing picks. I try to do my best. Usually I come through for you because, again, I don't do all of the picks like a lot of people do. I just pick out the few. Maybe it's a single bet, maybe it's a 3-fighter or a 2-fighter parlay or whatever. Just something that's going to make you money, and then I'll give a little insight and back history about the fighters. On paper, this is a very close fight, and the odd makers have it as that too. Uriah Hall is the slight underdog at a plus 100, and Jacare Souza is the slight favorite at a minus 120. The over and under on rounds is 2.5. The over is a minus 120 and the under is a minus 110. So no matter which way you go on this one, if you like either of these fighters or if you like both of these fighters, you can either take the fighter or you can take the over and under on rounds. All right, so let's get into Uriah Hall first. He is 35 years old, 15-9 in his professional career, coming off of 2 wins in a row, which is looking great for him. His last fight was September of last year, where he fought on Antonio Carlos Jr. and he won by split decision. So let me start by saying Uriah Hall. And so for another reason, this is my third and this is the last one I'm going to give you guys. I just don't have the stomach for it anymore. I don't have the interest in it anymore. I told myself when I got into making YouTube videos that I'm not going to be in it for the money. I'm going to be in it for the interest and the love. And I love to edit and I love to shoot different things, and I like to have fun with it. And as soon as that starts getting old, or I just have different feelings where I can't put my all into it, then I'm going to just stop and I'm going to go on to something else. I do still love MMA. I watch every fight. I'm still going to be on here putting out different types of videos and MMA content, but as far as the picks go, I just don't have that interest and that drive anymore. I will of course still be making my own picks for myself, but if you guys come to my channel exclusively for Picks with Rich, now that it is no more, I want to give you the opportunity to contact me directly at You can get at me and just ask me, no small talk needed, just ask me, what do you think about this weekend's fights? Give me some time in between. Don't expect an answer right away. If you're DMing me on a Friday night and expect me to get back to you, probably ain't gonna happen. But if you get at me early enough and I have any type of good insight, I will respond as soon as possible. As soon as I wrap my head around the event and give you my best guess, I will get back to you. And if you guys are interested, please do that. Of course, that DM is going to be in the description down below. So that's all I got for you guys today. I will definitely be back with more content, just not any more picks. And again, my apologies for anybody that feels like they're gonna be missing out. Just DM me, and that'll be a lot easier than scrambling every week to put these videos together for you guys. So that's gonna wrap up this one. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate the support. And as always, Rant Rich here signing out. I'm out of here. Latest.